Alright, hey guys, it's March the 7th and we're on video number 70. We're doing another video in our boot series. This is probably the last one that I'll do for a little while, just to give you guys a break from boots. And it basically covers what I wanted to primarily as well, with boots that will cover anything from extreme dry conditions, cold dry conditions, to cold wet conditions, to regular, summer conditions. I've tried to give you a range of boots that would cover basically all seasons. So we started off discussing Arctic mucklucks in the extreme cold, dry conditions. We would recommend a muckluck. And then as you move into more cold, wet conditions, you can transition into something like a duck boot, which has a rubber bottom here and a leather upper. So those are nice, and then from a duck boot it kind of transitions into more of a combat boot, which is what we'll discuss today, which are full leather boots.
And also I have my own channel.
Yeah, I'm going to give a second for Leo to talk. Go ahead, buddy.
So I have my own channel now. It's going to be uploaded tonight. So
And what's it
go
called?
check it out.
Yeah, it's called Leo what?
Leo Gameland.
Yeah, we're going to call it Leo Gameland. Leo loves gaming, and he likes watching guys on YouTube and stuff who do those type of channels. I think our favorite is who? Matt? That's my favorite to watch.
No, not mine.
No? Who's your favorite? You've been watching Dream, I think, a lot. The greatest Minecraft player, apparently, in the world. Anyways, it should be cool, guys. We'll do a little bit of promotion for Leo's channel over the next few videos, but go over and check it out when we get our videos posted. So
Go check Cream out too.
Yeah, so back to these. These here are Canadian Military Mk4 combat boots. These are the predecessor Canadian Military Mk3 combat boots. And here I have a pair of SWAT, combat boots. I'll start with this here pair, I guess. I've had these for the longest, and I've worn these in quite a bit. Just maybe raise up just a little bit on your camera there.
That's okay, yeah.
Okay, as long as the blanket's not there. So I've had these for quite a while. I've worn them out. Unfortunately, the sole has separated from the boot. And yeah, this is I've watched on another guy's YouTube channel. This is somewhat of a known issue with one model of the Mk4 combat boot. I think they've since corrected this in the way that the sole adheses to the boot. They may have made some modification that fixed this problem from happening.
What does the boot say?
What did the boot say?
Go check out my channel and subscribe.
Awesome. So yeah, these, like I say, if you get the ones that have the corrected sole, I don't think you'll have the problem that these had, but unfortunately over time these did wear out on me. Other than for that though, they're made extremely well. The Mk4s come with a lining in them, like a fabric liner. You can also get them with a Gore-Tex liner. And you can get them cold weather iterations, so it's probably got some insulation or something in it. But there's different iterations of the Mk4 combat boot. I don't really like the fabric liner as much as I do the leather liner of the Mk3. But I never had a problem with it. It never tore on the inside or anything like that. And like I say, it may have its benefits if you want to get into a Gore-Tex lined wet weather boot, that type of thing. Beyond that, these come with tongues attached, always, like we described before, and a non-insulated tongue that comes close to your leg. So because these are a fairly high combat boot, I think this one is a 10 hole. This one's 9, I think, on the Mk3s, but they come quite high up on your ankle. That acts as its own gaiter, basically, in any kind of snow up to that height at least. And even beyond that, because again the tongue doesn't protrude a whole lot, and these kind of hug tight to your leg, they keep most of anything out of your boot when you're going. If you do get into really deep snow, typically you have a pant leg that comes down over the top of your boot, and then beyond that you may have a gaiter that runs back up again. And so snow, it's almost impossible for snow to get down a long gaiter, back up a pair of pants, and then back down in your boots. And so these here are going to work pretty well in deep snow as well. I guess these here type of combat boot, what I like about them is that I think you can put these on your feet and go out in just about any weather. I personally don't like a lot of insulation in the wintertime. I'm usually not still though. I'm usually working all the time when I'm out. I'm either hiking somewhere or we're cutting trees or something for firewood, but we're doing our work. And so I'm often busy. and active. If I were to stand still in minus 20 some weather with a pair of these combat boots on in the wintertime, yes, maybe my feet would get cold. But where I'm always on the move, and I find my feet run hot anyways, these here I can get away with in anywhere from probably plus 20 to minus 20. It's a huge range of climates that you can get in through with them. Obviously, they're not going to be as waterproof as a duck boot that has the rubberized bottom to them, but they still, if you treat them well with, I usually use mink oil, something like that on them. They will be water resistant for a long time. You'd have to be walking through like a lot of slush or just plain puddles and things like that before the leather will eventually get saturated. So they're, like I say, they're an awesome all-around boot for a lot of different things. I'll just move over quickly and talk about these. The features that these share in common, they both have cutouts here a little bit for a little bit more flex in the boot, because these are a really thick leather. These are a pebbled leather. And they're not meant to shine because the military didn't want these gleaming and stuff, so they used like a pebbled leather here on the outside. Again, they allow for a bit of flex to move your boot forward like this, but otherwise they're very, very solid. Awesome ankle support on these. They've got an hourglass design in the back here that apparently keeps from there being a seam here along the back of your heel. That's often a wear spot. So they've got a real nice design there. These ones, I love these are my favorite, the Mk3s. They've got a really smooth leather on the interior, sort of a sock that's not attached to the exterior leather, which I guess allows a little bit more flex and stuff in your foot, and also allows your foot to slide in and out pretty easy through that smooth leather. Now, that said, the only thing about having a high boot like this that I find is a bit of a pain is that to get these on and off, you often have to lace them down a little bit and really loosen the laces on this section of your foot as it comes into the boot, because it gets really tight around there, and so you're always unlacing and lacing back up your boots, which kind of sucks, right? If you get a lower cut ankle boot, they're going to go on and off your foot a lot easier, but then in the wintertime, you're going to need a gaiter with them. These here, you can often use without a gaiter. So again, they're just an awesome boot. You can put them on your feet and wear them through just about anything. And that's what I think the design was for the Canadian military, that they would have one boot that would go through extremes of, whether it's plus or minus temperatures, cold, wet, whatever. These boots will just about do it all. The thing about, like, I've worn out a pair of Merrells last summer there. I had to throw out a pair of Merrells, and I'll say, like, on a pair of that type of boot, they're made to be very comfortable on your feet. Initially, these combat boots don't feel very comfortable. They take a little bit of time to break in. I had to wear these for probably a good 2-3 weeks, and then they were, they started feeling really good on my feet. But yeah, they don't necessarily feel as nice as like a pair of Merrells on or something like that, but they will stand up to a lot more, in my opinion, of different climatic conditions than a pair of regular hiking boots, and the long-term durability is a lot better. Leo, you might be filming your feet down there, buddy.
No, I'm
okay. So the last pair here, I don't know much on yet. I'm going to try these out this summer because, again, I wore through my Merrells, so I need a pair to wear this summer. And this is a pair of SWAT combat boots. They're a side zip to get them on and off a lot easier. They're rather padded, and I don't like that, all around like the top here. And quite honestly, I think they're going to be comfortable. They're lightweight and they feel really comfortable on my feet, no break-in time, but I don't think they're going to stand up nearly as well as these Mk3 boots would to just the general wear over time, and as well as different conditions like water and things like that. These are just not, I don't think, going to do very well. They're more of, I think, just a summer boot. But we'll see. We'll do a review on those sometime in the fall and let you know how those were. So that's about it for today's video. I can tell Leo's about ready to
like and subscribe.
To me off. Like and subscribe. Again, we'd highly recommend coming down the line of boots. Extreme dry cold, get yourself a pair of mucklucks. Wet cold conditions, get a pair of duck boots.
Also check out Dream's channel too.
Yes, check out Leo's gaming channel.
I said Dream.
Okay. And after the duck boots, I would say go with a pair of combat boots if you want something that will just go through a huge range of climatic conditions. And then I will get into some other boots some other time, just some different funny options that you have outside of this main kind of genre boot. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.
See you later. Bye.